Yo guys, Cobborn386 here, back for another LEGO Star Wars review. We're doing a little bit of an older set today. We are doing set 75038, the Jedi Interceptor. This set retails for £19.99 in the UK and £24.99 in the US. It has a piece count of 223 pieces and has a 64-page build in its instruction booklet. Now, the actual vehicle itself in this set is a remade vehicle, but it is done well, and I'll get into more detail of that when we go over the ship itself. And it does include two new minifigures with the redone R2 and Anakin Skywalker. So, with that out of the way, let's get straight into the minifigures. And here is the first minifigure of this set, the chosen one himself, Anakin Skywalker. Now, with this figure, most of the figure we've seen before, like it's got the same torso as we've previously seen on Anakin Skywalker with his black Jedi robes, the utility belt here, and then if we turn it around you can see again the printing on the back. Follows on the design from the front with the robes and the belt, and it's all great printing on the torso as well as on the legs, you can see, with the robes. If we just move the lightsaber out of the way, with the robes here kind of follow onto the legs as far as kind of his knees, I guess, and then the rest of his legs you can see the trousers underneath for the dark brown. And then if we go and remove his lightsaber, we can see what I believe to be a new feature here, which is the black hand for his right hand, where he lost his hand in the duel against Mace Windu and had a metal hand put in his place. And in Revenge of the Sith, for the majority of the film, he does wear a black glove over that hand, so this is very accurate to that, and this version of Anakin does resemble Hayden Christensen really well. And now if we go and remove the hairpiece, here we can see the main new feature of this set, which is the head, which has got the really well detailed headpiece on here for when he's piloting his Interceptor's kind of communications headset. And then if we go and turn it around, you can see here he's got the kind of happier face he'd have, like say he's just shot down a Vulture droid ship, and you're kind of celebrating. And then this side he's got on a more serious face here. So yeah, great figure. Now let's move on to R2. Next up here we have the new R2-D2. Now the first main things you'll notice, which are the new features about this set, are that this R2 has a much darker blue colour on him, which is much more accurate to the film version of R2, and also he has the silver dome piece for his head, which again represents the live action version of R2 much more than the old one did. And you can also see that it has the same printing and details on it as previous version of R2, all the way around the dome here and around the back, you can see. So not much is really different about the actual design of R2, but the colouring has changed, made it a lot more accurate, and personally I think it's a great change for the figure and makes it a lot more accurate to the film versions of R2-D2. Next here we have the main piece of the set, the Jedi Interceptor itself. Now this vehicle is a remake of one we had previously in the, I believe the set was called the Ultimate Space Battle, in which you got Anakin's one of these, Obi-Wan's red starfighter, and then a pair of Vulture droids. If I remember correctly, we got quite a few years ago now. I think it's over 10 years ago now we got that set. So yeah, but this is built a lot better than those ones. I do have a older Jedi Starfighter set, which I shall be doing a review on soon. So you'll see the difference in the builds then. If I just bring up here, you can see with the R2-D2 here, you fit the entire R2 inside the ship, whereas in the older versions you had like just the head stuck on the side. Now of course the only problem with the fact that the entire R2 is in, that if you lift it up here you can see his feet do show underneath here, but apart from that I really like the fact you can put the whole figure in, because then you don't have like just the droid's body like hanging around somewhere where you're likely to lose it. If we look on the bottom here, you can see you have two spring-loaded missiles, which is really cool for playability. And then when it comes to stickers, we have quite a few stickers on this set. You've got the Jedi symbols here and here stickers, and then obviously under each of the wings on either side you have kind of this solar panels or vents. And then the ship from the front, while I got them open, you can see it looks really cool when they're all open from the front like that. And then like you've got the metallic vent pieces here and the holes through the wings, showing the accuracy of it all in relation to the films. And then from the back here you can see the engines, really cool. R2 just fell off. And if you come around here, you get this really cool little piece here. It's just a 1x1 flat stud which has the Republic symbol printed on it. And you actually get a spare one of these in the set as well, which would be really cool for mocks and stuff. And then the cockpit piece is all printed, and it's a slightly new design comparison to the old ones. I believe the grey is slightly lighter on them. And then you get the Republic Jedi symbols here and here, and this front circular piece here is also printed. Then if we go ahead and open up the cockpit and look inside, you can see we've got a sticker for the control panel inside just here. See here Anakin sits in like that. And then if we just get Anakin himself out the way, you can see what I really like about this set is that you can clip the weapons in here, which, although it's completely inaccurate to the films, is a great thing that LEGO have included, because I hate it when you've got like the weapon just hanging around when you're playing with a set, because then you'll have to put it in your pocket or something or have it loose in the cockpit, and then it just kind of gets annoying. But when you've got clips like this, it's really great, both for kind of looking after the pieces and playability. So yeah, overall this is a great ship. It's really well made. You've got the smooth pieces on the bottom here for when you sit it down like that. It doesn't like scratch any varnished surfaces or anything. So yeah, overall this is a very accurate and great set for playability. So yeah, let's move on to the box instructions and then we'll wrap up this video. And here we have the box. On the front here you can see a cool piece of art with the Interceptor flying over Coruscant, kind of reminiscent of that opening scene in the Revenge of the Sith with the battle over Coruscant. And then down the corner here you can see we have the art of the two new minifigures in the set, and then the age recommendation, piece count and set name, not piece count, even a set number and set name. Then up the top here you can see we have the Darth Vader kind of art and the Star Wars logo. Then on the top of the box here we have the 1:1 scale of Anakin Skywalker and a image of R2-D2. And then if we turn the box around, you can see here that we have a action shot here of the Starfighter, a couple of profile shots, and then all the playability features that I went through in the video, along with a nice shot of the ship parked on a landing pad on what looks like either Coruscant or Mustafar, which is really cool. Next up here we have the instruction booklet, which has the same artwork on the front as the box does, and then in the back here you can see it has the graphics for all the sets in the lineup. You can see the V-Wing Starfighter, which I've done previously, is here, along with the General Grievous's wheel bike, which I should have up within the next week. And then you've got an advert for the LEGO Star Wars website, and then if you go back a page you can see the piece count page kind of checklist, and the last page here showing indeed it is a 64 page build. So there we have it, the LEGO Star Wars Jedi Interceptor. Only thing really I have against this set, well, two things really, is that one, I don't understand why it was called just Jedi Interceptor as opposed to Anakin's Jedi Interceptor, but it's not really a major thing with the set in any way. And the only thing that could have made this set better, in my opinion, was if they'd include like one or two buzz droids, just so you could reenact that scene from Revenge of the Sith without buying the Vulture Droid set, which was released at the same time as this. So, yeah, overall it's a great set, and if you don't already own a Jedi Interceptor, I would highly recommend it. And even if you do, it is a great build. It's strong, so it can withstand playability, and it is accurate, so I would still recommend it. And this has been Cobra1386, and I will see you guys in the next video.